We are indeed back. God fucking help us. I'm 98 now, nice. Almost at 100. You're probably only missing like 3 chests or something then. Also, hello Yama. I mean, you're completely allowed to hate Genshin. Oh yeah, I am very much still pissed, Will. Very much. So I don't know how many oculi are in Starfell Valley. All of Mondstadt there's 66. But I don't know how many of them are in Starfell Valley. Yeah, I always find it funny when games just release like unplayable versions, like April Fools, or they just release like meme versions. I'm going to do that again. The siege sacks off near Horaloo and Radabeast down. Yo, GG. I mean, hey, magic is pretty good. That's what magic does. Those arrows are always so fucking scary. How did I throw an entire run to this boss? I'm actually not going to get over this. You got 100% for me, yeah. I say I have 100% in like other areas. Yep, Yama. We're back here because I lost a run like 2 hours ago on this boss. Fucking final boss of the run, phase 2 Sword Saint, and I lost it. Which is why we've got another stream. How did I throw that? Let's do a butterfly. Yeah, it was so much fun to lose. Okay, what are you doing? What are you doing? I only need 9 emblems for phase 2. Okay, that's butterfly. What else? Let's do a drunkard, an owl, and a demon. Drunkard, owl, and demon, and then we'll do another run. Oh dear. Dude, imagine now if I like don't get this one before I go on holiday. Imagine how sad that would be. Yeah, the shield ones are annoying unless you just use fire. Like, you definitely have amber, so you can just use fire, and it'll make it much easier to destroy them. But they are still annoying, but and you can also use her like skill and ult. Like they'll both do it. That, like, in fairness, Yama, that sounds like the sort of thing you would know. Like, for that reason. Yeah, I believe you. I 100% believe you. Okay, where's the owl? Yeah, I'm never dodging that again. After that one run a while ago. Never fucking dodging that again. Okay. Let's do a demon. Do a demon and then runs. Just make sure my sound is correct. I can never remember if it's 4 hits or 5 here. I think it's 5. Though I'm probably going to do 4 in runs because I just don't want to risk it. I'm pretty sure you can do 5. Oh dear. Like, we actually got Demon in a run, and then I fucked up to like... I mean, okay, now I would say like after Demon, Lady Butterfly is the easiest boss, but Sword Saint's definitely easier than... Sword Saint's definitely easier than Father Al for this one, I think. Yeah, the character trials are really good. I'm trying to think who the 4 stars are this time. Because Nivelette and Kazuha are both like incredible 5 stars. They're both ridiculously good. And I'm pretty sure Xingqiu is one of the 4 stars who's also just broken. I can't remember who the other 2 are. Yeah, Nivelette and Kazuha are some of the best characters in the game, like just outright. Like, Nivelette is arguably the best DPS and Kazuha is arguably the best support. Like, they're both cracked. And then Xingqiu is one of the best 4-star supports. So I can't remember who the other 2 are. God, why is he only doing this attack? Oh wait, is Xingqiu not on the ban? Oh, okay, no, that's the trial. Oh, okay, yeah. That's the Nivelette trial, right? Yeah. So Nivelette is arguably the best 5-star DPS. Say Kazuha is arguably the best 5-star support, and Sucrose is just a budget Kazuha, so she's really good. Fischl is top 5 4-star supports. Maybe even top 3. And Yao Yao's also very good support and healer. Well, honestly, that's just a cracked team. But say like that team that they've given you for trial is just like a cracked 5-star DPS and then 3 cracked 4-star supports. So the whole point of Nivelette is you want to use his laser. Like, that's like where he gets his damage. Like, you want to do charge attacks. So I tried to get him back in 4.1. It's like back in, what, like September. But I say I tried to get him. I did like 30 wishes on his banner to see if I got lucky. And didn't. So I'm not going to get him now either, because I don't need him. But he is completely busted. I don't actually remember Yao Yao's, or like remember Yao Yao's healing being that amazing. Like, it's useful for like sustaining stuff, but it's not like really that incredible. I don't remember. Official is more than decent. Like, Official's one of the best 4-stars. You just... Wait, really? You just talk about Nouvellette or all the other characters? Because Nouvellette has, like, self-healing. What the fuck was that? Like, Nouvellette can heal himself. So it might look like that's Yao Yao. But it's not. Because he consumes his own HP when he does something, I can't remember what, and then heals it back. I think when he does a charge attack, he consumes his own HP, and then when he picks up like the water droplets on the ground, he heals. So I'm honestly not a massive fan of his playstyle. Or just like, I guess it's more the animation as well. I'm just not really a fan of like press C and hold button. Because that's basically what he is. It's EQ and hold button, and everything just dies. So I can't remember how good Yao Yao's healing is. I haven't used her in a while. Like, I built her like specifically to use her, and then I just haven't used her in a while. But she is a very good 4-star unit. And you do also get Carlet for free as well. After, I think you need to beat a certain part of Spiral Abyss. Sucrose is not terrible. Like, she crowd controls and then buffs She buffs something. I can't remember what she buffs, but she gives crowd control and like pulls all the enemies towards you. Which for Neuvillette himself isn't actually that helpful. Like I say, she's not going to do a lot of damage, but she gives you a lot of buffs and makes it easier to attack multiple enemies. So she's basically just a budget Kazuha. So she's not the character I've just like never built. So because I have Kazuha myself, I've never actually used her. I think I might have used her like really, really early on. I got Kazuha in 3.7 or whenever his banner was. So I haven't had to use her. So she is very worth it though if you get her. But, so especially if you don't have Kazuha, she's a very, very good option. If you do, then not as much. I mean, my overall point is that all four of those characters are really good. All four of those characters are cracked. Like, Fischl you're not supposed to use on field. Like, people like Fischl and Sucrose, you basically just want to like press C and then swap out of them. But they do all of their stuff off field. Well, yeah, obviously, if all the other characters are dead, you'd be fucked, but that's the case with most characters. Like, if your DPS dies, you'd be in trouble. That's how most games work. Like, if your DPS dies and you only have supports left, then, yeah, of course you're going to be in trouble. Oh, also, I forgot to go and get the fucking coin purse, didn't I? Whoops. I need to go and get that. So I forgot that now I want to get the ashes for Monk. And then back we go. Wait, what weapon did you get then? Oh no, I want to kill the dude first. Yeah, kill the dude first and then go and get the book. Yeah, honestly, Favonius Lance is really good. Like, Favonius weapons in general are pretty damn good. But you can use it on, like, Yao Yao or other characters. I say you can use it on Yao Yao, to be fair. Because they also just help, like, your entire team because of energy. Like, the extra energy they give. Okay, so I buy 8 of these. I got the skill book, right? Ashness text, yeah. So if you have them, I think Yao Yao, the Zarya, Chevreuse, I think characters like that benefit from it. If you don't have any of those, then just hold on to it. Like, it's worth holding on to every 4-star weapon you get. I have never failed that jump before. I have never failed that jump before, not even in speedruns. That is impressive. I'll say none of those characters actually use a polearm, so you can't put it on any of them. I'll say just save it until you get a polearm user. Thoughts on events before Silksong? Wait, what do you mean? Wait, has there been Silksong news or am I just dumb? There's no way there's been Silksong news. I mean, I say none of the... I was in, yeah, GTA 6 before Silksong, yeah. I mean, it was bound to happen, like, Silksong is an older game than GTA 6. Hollow Knight is a newer game than GTA 5. I don't know what I was saying there. And hey, yeah, a lot of stuff has gone on in the past, like, 5 years. So... yeah, a lot of stuff has happened. So I think, Will, I think the only polearm character that you're guaranteed to get, that like the game just gives to you, is Zhangling. Who, I mean, can use Favonius Lance. But is definitely not her best choice. I mean, in fairness, Zhangling can use like any weapon. I mean, I'm sure Silksong will be amazing. Into it. We'll just have to wait and see how long until they decide to like make an announcement or something. You played on day one. An actual old player. When did you stop playing Yama? Day 3? Or what? Okay, let's try and not have repeat of last run. I like 2 months, okay. I don't think it's going to be polarizing, to be fair. I mean, say there are always going to be people that it doesn't matter like how good the game is, or it doesn't matter like what company made it. There are always going to be people that are like, oh, this shouldn't have taken this long to release or something. You know, or like, how did this take X amount of years to make type thing. Like, there's always going to be people like that. Like, I have to keep in mind that, like, Team Cherry is also still a very small company. People do still like DS2, that is true. Yeah, daily commissions, surprise, surprise, reset daily. That's why they're called daily commissions. You still want to do them every day for Prima Gems, but yeah, they reset daily. You get rewarded for not getting hit in Ghost. I mean, on a casual playthrough, does that actually matter? Like, it took me a while to start not getting hit in Sekiro. Like, on just boss fights. Can you, like, refight bosses in Ghost, like, as much as you want? Yeah, well, so when the, like, daily server reset happens, which I think is either 3 or 4 AM for the UK, you'll get, like, 4 new ones, even if you haven't finished them. So you want to do, like, the 4 every day. Whether you've done them or not, so it's either 3 or 4 AM for the UK, because our clocks just went forward. No, I haven't played Rise of the Ronin. I was going to get it, and then it was 70 quid, and I decided that that's a bit too much for a game for a game that I wasn't like overly excited about. No, it's not a game I was overly excited about, and it's not a game I've been like dying to play for a while. So for that price, nah. I mean, I might get it a bit later, as in, I might get it a bit later because then physical copies of it should be a lot cheaper. I'm pretty sure it's PS5 exclusive. I'd say give it like a couple weeks or months, and it should be like the physical copies should go down a lot. So maybe I'll get it then, but for like release price, no, I think it's probably too much. I don't actually know if I've ever paid 70 quid for a game. I'm trying to think of like what games could have been that much. Actually, I can't remember if God of War Ragnarok was. That might have been £70. Other than that, I don't actually know if I've paid that much for a game. Because Elden Ring was 50. I think Armored Core 6 was 50. Like PS5 Demon Souls I got on discounts, that's not an issue. I don't actually know if I've ever paid like full 70 quid for a game. Except maybe Ragnarok. I missed. I'm pretty sure I just got bog standard Ragnarok. Like I pre-ordered it, but I'm pretty sure I just like ordered the standard version. Oh, hello Flame Angel, hope you're doing okay as well. I could be doing better given that I should have successfully done this run about 2.5 hours ago, but through on the final boss, so could be doing better, but I'm feeling okay that hopefully we'll do it this evening. Yeah, I lost the run in like the final minute today. The final like minute or two of the entire run. Yeah, sorry to hear that, Flame Angel. Hopefully hopefully everything goes well and gets better. Okay, I did actually remember to get the coin purse this time. So I think it ended up being a 2-hit run, technically. Or like the way I count hits, I think it was a 2-hit run. Because I like to count hits as just every single time I get hit, whether I could avoid it or not. Of course, it doesn't matter because it wasn't 0. Also, if I did count it as 1, I just couldn't bear looking at... I couldn't bear looking at like the splits on the right-hand side of just 0s and then a 1 on Ishin. Yeah, I'm saying that like some runners like to count hits as in like avoidable hits, in the sense that once I got hit the first time on Sword Saint, the second hit was unavoidable. Like after that first hit, I could not avoid the second. So some people like to count that as 1 hit because, you know, the second one was an unavoidable. But I just count every instance. Poison only matters if the effect procs. So I'm allowed to like walk around in poison and have it build up, but as long as it doesn't actually like proc and damage me, then we're fine. So how is this? Okay, is he dead? Okay, he's finally dead. Well, I just lost the entire like duration of that echo because one of the guys survived. Yeah, so like Owl's anti-heal bomb that he can do in phase 1 of Shinobi Owl, that doesn't count as a hit. And yeah, anything like poison, as long as it doesn't actually poison me, you know, as long as the effect's just building up, is completely fine. I mean, I'm assuming that also applies to like Terror and Burn, but I don't know if there's a way to like build those without taking damage, or like, without getting hit anyway. I'm assuming like the same thing would apply if there is a way. So the only hit I have to be careful of is blocks. Or like blocks are the most like difficult hit to recognize, I should say. Like stuff like poison you notice. You know, stuff like getting hit and actually taking damage you notice. Like full damage you notice. I mean that's not a hit, but it's damage. I guess like one tick of Guardian Ape's Scream can maybe be a bit difficult to notice. So it's only really like blocks that can be a bit like annoying to work out sometimes. Is it you or is Paimon annoying as fuck? Don't worry, she gets worse. Just keep playing the main story, she gets worse. I mean, I enjoy playing it. Like, I've done all of the story there is and explored, like, most of the areas, but I think it's pretty fun. Like I say, on its own, I think it's a pretty fun game. It's obviously just keep in mind that it is a gacha game and the whole point is to get you to spend money on it. So just be careful of that, but on its own, I think it's a pretty fun game. You just are the unhinged one, Yama. There's no other way to say it. So the only thing I would say is, like, be very careful with spending money in it. Like, obviously. Because it is effectively gambling, you know? It's gambling, but you know how long it takes you to win. Which, in a way, can make you even more likely to spend. Because, you know, it's like, oh, I need to get this many wishes for this character, which costs me this much. You know, so I know if I paid this much, I'm guaranteed this character. So just keep that in mind and be careful with it, but... So I think it's a pretty fun game. Especially all of, like, the main story stuff. So it's the whole thing of like, oh, I'm on 20 pity and I'm guaranteed. So if I spend money on buying 70 wishes, then I know I will get this character. So in a way, that kind of makes you more likely to pay. Because you know exactly how much you need to spend to win. I mean, same thing with Star Rail, like... Similar thing in the sense that I think it's a very fun game, but just be careful with it. I mean, Star Rail gives you more in the form of wishes, so... Like, if you want the same amount of characters, you have to spend less. But... Yeah, it's still the same model. Just like every, like, gacha game. Every gambler quits before... Yeah. They quit right before they win. Definitely. I mean, Genshin does FOMO as well. Like, that's part of the whole system. You know, like, the two characters that have just come on banner today, Neuvillette and Kazuha, they will be on banner for 3 weeks. And once they go off that banner at the end of these 3 weeks, you may not see them again for another year. Like, Genshin does the exact same thing. Well, Neuvillette you may not see for at least half a year. And Kazuha... I mean, before it would have been a year, but now it might be less because of a new banner system they introduced in this patch. Also, I always go to the wrong idol here for some reason. But say it's the same thing with the weapons in Genshin. Like every 5-star weapon is like tied to a certain character, and you can only get that weapon when that specific character is available. So like there are some very good weapons that you just can't get at the moment because the characters tied to them like haven't had a run in a long time. $100 for free, then 290 paid. Holy fuck. I mean, that is a lot of It's a lot of content, I guess, but it depends how it depends how many of them you want. So Genshin has some very good weapons that I want to get but just can't because the character just doesn't exist anymore. Or whatever. Well, there's a weapon called Primordial Jade Cutter that hasn't been available in well over a year. That I really want to get but can't. Because the character like associated with it isn't on a banner. Actually, in fairness, I don't think there's any character associated with it. It just doesn't exist. Oh, not this stuff again, Will. Not this stuff. Yeah, wait, you've got... Yeah, thanks for pointing that out, Marina. Wait, Yugoslavia? When is this set? When is your, like, TikTok ad game set? World War II. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Yeah, Yugoslavia actually just exists in 2021. They reformed it. World War One was so good they made a sequel. Oh no. It's like the there's a comedian in the UK who I think her actual name is Diane Morgan, but she does a character called Philomena Kunk, who does like interviews with experts in certain fields and deliberately asks like completely unserious or like brain dead questions. Or just says like random stuff. So she was asking like a expert on the war or something, like why did they call it World War One? You know, like did they just know it's going to be the start of a franchise? when she was talking about World War One. It's like, did they just know this was going to be the start of the franchise? Also, I very nearly fucking died there. Yeah, I'm sure without the chat, it's probably interesting to listen to. Yeah, it is probably a very wacky commentary. So some of like the stuff she does with that character is very worth watching. Well, I'm sure, like everything, it's on YouTube somewhere. But it's definitely worth watching. Some of them are really funny. Also, just like watching the expert try and process the questions that she asks. Because they're actual experts, and I think they like get told, you know, like this is like you might be asked some like weird questions or something, but they don't actually get told what the questions are. So seeing their reactions, that they try and like process how to answer it, is pretty good. But she also just asks like normal questions. You know, she'll ask like two actual serious like normal questions, and then just go completely left field with something. And just ask something like not unrelated, but just out of the blue. I knew that would happen. I knew that would happen. There's got to be a safer way to dodge that guy. I don't actually know how you dodge that guy. Sometimes he throws those projectiles and sometimes he just doesn't. That's what I get, Yeah, I was using a Genshin. I had one active. But I don't know if there's a way to like have that dude not see you. I was using one. Wait, what do you mean search for elemental marks, Will? Genshin harder, yeah. Definitely, just use a better Genshin. That's probably something I should check. I'm trying to get every possible running section like completely 100% consistent. Or just solve any minor issues. So actually, whenever this run fails, I'm going to have a quick look at what someone else does for that section. Oh shit. Like, whenever this one dies, I'll go and find someone's run to have a look at that. Okay, if this run dies, yeah. Given I've just lost 2 runs to pretty dumb things. So I think that's the second time I've been hit by that dude. I don't know what you mean, Will. That was close as fuck. Dude, I really thought that run earlier today was going to be like the last one of this. I actually thought it would be the last one and then I threw it on something dumb. Surely this is the run. Surely. So I'll definitely look at that after this run. Because the sad part is that even after this, there's still like one run I want to do in Sekiro. So that wouldn't have even been me done. I mean, here's the thing. If I got the run like a couple hours ago, like just before I went offline, I probably still would have done a stream right now. But to like try and do this one last one, because it shouldn't take that long. But instead we're still trying to do this thing. That's a kind offer, Yama. I'm going to have to decline, I think. I think I have to decline. Yeah, what camera? I don't even have one set up if I wanted to. Ah, shit. Well, we love failing this. You need to beat the game 4 times to get the platinum. Because you've got one short ending, the standard ending, and then 2 secret endings. Unless you use like save files, in which case you only need to do it like twice. Like depending on where you make the save files. So you need to beat 4 final bosses, but you can do that on one playthrough with saves. Yeah, I did 4 separate playthroughs for mine. I remember spending like 2 days just running through Sekiro a couple times to get all the other endings. So I ran through the game the extra times I needed and then spent like an hour farming the skill points. And so the only like annoying part of Plat is the skill point farming. Well, I guess to an extent also the like upgrade material farming. So I think it took me probably like 90 hours to get plat. I'm pretty sure it was under 100 on my save. Although my save now has over 100, well over 100. Because of the like reflections and stuff. How do you even get the mask? I can't remember. I've only ever gotten it once, I think. I've only gotten the mask once. You know, you can do a similar thing in Sekiro, Gothic City, and then you'll only need to do 2 playthroughs. Like if you just make a save before the final boss. You need to do 2 playthroughs because there are 2 different final bosses that like happen at different points in the game. Okay, Gyobu down. How many Gyobus in a row is that? Oh, it's the carp. Right, yeah. Yeah, because it's the carp for the mask pieces, and then you spend like 5 skill points for 1 attack power or something like that, isn't it? So I can't remember. How did that not hit me? I can't remember when, like, what I used that for, but I've definitely used it for something. I think it might have been for posture damage only. It might have been for posture damage only, but I needed to go and get like some extra attack power to beat Father Owl or something. I think that might have been why I got it. I went and got an extra like 2 attack power for Owl. So I never used it casually. So by the time you're like needing to farm all the skill points, spending 5 skill points on attack power adds so much fucking time to the farm. It's just not worth it. Obviously, once you have every skill, that's like the only thing you can actually spend skill points on, so you might as well. I don't understand. I've never failed this jump in years of playing Sekiro, and all of a sudden I failed it twice today. What the fuck is going on? I've been playing this game for like 3 years and I've never failed this jump, and all of a sudden I've lost 2 runs to it today. Okay, I don't know what was happening there. There's no way I can grapple to that from all the way back there. Is there a safer way to get to this anywhere? I want to try see if there's another way to do this. I also need to look at the screen monkeys thing. Okay, that seems free as fuck. So we can add this to a list of speedrun strats that I've never failed until I do no hit. Or speedrun strats I've never failed until I fail them like twice in a day. Okay, that's free. Right, now let me go and find a run with like this dude outside screen monkeys. Okay, what does Seki do here? Monkeys is past this. I would say it can definitely be a difficult game to like adjust to or like get used to, but once you get used to it, it's very fun and very manageable. Okay, what does Seki do for this? Okay, so we get Genshin's here, which is what I do. Kills that guy. Wait, does he just open this door? Oh. So if you have the Genshin on, you can just straight up open that door. Then how long does the Genshin last? Okay, it lasts until the green monkey is dead, that's fine. Oh. Yet another strat that I appear to be massively overcomplicating. Okay, is there anywhere else that is a risk of getting hit outside of Gunfort? Because Gunfort will always be a risk. Like, is there any other running section in the game that I'm nervous about? I guess the run to Ape is another potential one. But I kind of need to take the detour for the echoes. Actually, unless I get enough money... Actually, I'll have enough money that I could skip those Echoes and just buy an extra 2 later, can't I? Because do I need those 2 for the run at that point before Dragon? Okay, now hold on, because I buy 5 Echoes, which is Ape, Ape, Demon, Demon, Demon. Okay, I can definitely skip the 2 Echoes in Bodhisattva Valley then. I can skip those 2 Echoes and take a safer route. But I don't actually know a safer route. Yeah, I don't actually know a safer route through that place. Let me... Okay, I'm going to pull a run up on my phone to see if I can... like, find a... find a, like, route for that doesn't involve getting the Echoes. I don't need to get those Echoes because I can just buy some extra later. Especially with the extra money. Like with the money that I get after Miss Snowball. Okay, are there any others then? Any other, like, sketchy areas? Because the run to Monk is fine. The run up to Owl is honestly a bit risky. I think that should be okay. So the run to Owl I just need to dodge out of the way. So that one shouldn't be an issue. Is that the only one then? Yeah, that must be the only one then of like risky places or like places I've been hit before. Is other than this just like the run to Owl? Maybe the demon path, because those enemies sometimes get a bit close. I'm pretty sure there's a strat where you like jump down to the idol and rest. Like on the bridge. Instead of just running. So now I've just kind of abandoned any sort of like speed and I'm just trying to get full safety. To like finish off this run as fast as possible. Yeah, so I just want to look at the run to Guardian Ape. So Guardian Apron, maybe Owl if I feel it is slightly risky. Everything else should be completely consistent. And as far as actual boss fights go, I think the only like extra thing I could cheese is like some of the Genichiro stuff with thrusting. Like with baiting the thrust for the Makiri. I don't think there are any other like boss phases that I can quote unquote cheese. Also, I did not pick up the Akko. Can I afford another one? Actually, no, it's pretty easy to go and get. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3, yeah. Out of the Genichiro, when I go back to the temple, I'll also go and get the Akko that I'm missing. At least I think that's the easiest time to do it. Yeah, I'll go and get Akko back when I go back to temple to get the skill book. So I'm still going to get one here that I can use for Gyobu. And then there's the pickup of 2 that I can use on Bull and Genichiro. So I'm not going to be like missing any for these fights. So given that my first 3 hits like this session have all been to just like random enemies or like falling off a cliff, that they haven't actually been to a boss yet. I haven't actually been hit by a boss yet this session. What about last time? Did I actually get hit by a boss then outside of Sword Saint? Actually can't think. Oh no, I got hit by Bull, didn't I? I definitely got hit by Bull. Easy phase 1. I thought that was going to be a block. I was really early there. When is the last time I lost a run to Gyobu? I actually do not know. I genuinely think it's been over a week since I reset to Gyobu. So the only thing is that one day those dudes are going to hit me. Like, one of those dudes are definitely going to hit me one day. So they've never hit me yet, but that of course didn't stop me failing the jump to ball twice today. Twice in like an hour and a bit. So I'm sure like at some point I'm definitely going to get hit by them. Sell those 3, buy 8 ashes. Okay, off we go. Yeah, I just need to remember to pick up that Akko after Genny. Actually, I could just buy the difference, but I'd rather not like end up running out of money. Okay, on to ball. For only the second time today, surprisingly. Or the second time this stream. Yeah, the fact that I've had 4 runs past Gyobu and only 2 of them have made it to ball is quite something. Shit. Okay. So it's a bit sketchy when he does that attack. Like, it's easy to iframe through, but I always just get a bit nervous for some reason. Come on. Okay, please hit a wall. Thank you. Finally actually ran into a wall. Okay, let me try and find the run to Ape from Riven Cave. Okay, I'll find it in a bit. So I just want to watch a run of someone else doing that run up to Ape. Because I have been hit on my path before, and also don't need the Akkos. So I kind of feel like if there's a consistent way that doesn't get the Akkos, that I should take it. Okay, another run over here. Okay, there we go. I have something on my phone, so I guess when I'm waiting for the elevator to go to Senpou, I'll watch that to see how they do it. Because I'm shooting for like really long runs. I think I'm shooting for long runs or runs with like very few upgrades and this sort of thing. That their strat is just going to be run. You know, just run and pray you don't get hit. I'm assuming they're going to have like a 100% consistent way. Like a completely safe way to do it. Rather than just, say, running and hoping they don't get hit. Which is what I've been doing for a long time now. And very slowly been getting rid of it. Yeah, just do that dodge for safety. I'm pretty sure you can kill him before he does that second arrow. Just for safety. So I think this is one of the few boss fights that I don't do like the safe strat. Like where my strat is just fight the boss. Actually, there are quite a few later bosses where there isn't like really a strat other than fight the boss. But this is definitely one of the few where there is a strat and I choose not to do it. Because the amount of time it would take. Just set everything up. Okay. Goodbye, Genichiro. Don't pick the wrong option, please. Okay, so I do this dialogue, I go back to Temple, get the skill book, then I want to pick up the Akko that I missed. And then we go to Senpou. And I try and look at what they do for the ape run. There's probably also strat like Snake Eyes to avoid the like the extra gunner spotting you, so don't have to spot dodge anything. I'm assuming there's something you can also do there. Maybe that's another thing I should just quickly like take a glance at. Although that would only really apply because I mortal draw Snake Eyes. So I don't know if that would actually apply to a like low skill point or like low attack power run. Okay, so go back to the temple. Okay, so grab the skill book, and then I need to go the normal way for a bit to go and get the echo that I missed at the very start. I should be able to just Homeward Idol in this little cave here. Why, they shouldn't be able to reach me. I don't see how they would. Okay, so that got the echo back. And then now we can go to Senpou. So slightly longer start than normal because of all this extra stuff I'm doing. And then when I go on the elevator, I can check whatever this strat is. So I'm hoping it's actually like a proper strat and not just book it. But I'm assuming that's what would be the case. Okay, let me watch this. What do they do? Okay, grapples that like normal. Oh, can you actually just go this way normally without a... Oh. Okay, by the looks of it, you can actually just go the normal way without needing a Genshin or anything. From what I'm watching on my phone. Okay, well, that's helpful. So I think I'll do that then. And then I'll just buy the 2 echoes that I missed later. Because I'll have the money to buy them. So it'd be far safer to buy them than risk a hit on the, like having to drop down to pick them up. Like around all the gunner monkeys. So first we actually have to get there though, which is much easier said than done. Although given that literally just today we've completely like revamped our entire approach to Senpou, with both this run to Armored Warrior and the run up to Screen Monkeys. So we've made a lot of changes today to how we do this. I did not want to go up there. I don't know if this is safe or not. Is it safe for me to run back to that idol? and try this again. Okay, I was not supposed to grapple up there. Okay, this run is incredibly scuffed. But hey, if we don't get hit, it does not matter. Okay, so that guy drops down. Okay, then we kill this guy, then the guy up top. So that is definitely a far safer strat than just booking it. Definitely a much safer strat. Same thing with hopefully what I'll find out with this new approach to screen monkeys. That it's much more consistent. Okay, give me good attack. Give me the script. I hate you. Well, back we go. Oh, god fucking damn it. Why can I never... Why is it always that particular attack that is so fucking delayed? Dude, it's taken me an hour 45 and I haven't even made it to Screen Monkeys. Holy fuck. Hour 45 and we haven't gotten to Screen Monkeys. The sad part is that every single run of that has made it past Gyobu. Like, every single one has made it past Gyobu, but none of them have made it to Screen Monkeys. That is not very good. Just give me like one attempt. I just need to get like one attempt past Gun Fort and we're basically... Like, if I can get one attempt past Gun Fort, then we're basically sorted until, like, Demon. So... Oh dear. Yeah, I haven't reset the splits yet. Completely forgot to do that. I also don't want to go down here. Yeah, getting to Screen Monkeys is harder than Screen Monkeys itself. Makes sense. Although it's not even like one of the new strats. It was literally just me messing up Armored Warrior. But it's not a new strat or anything. Armored Warrior shouldn't be a boss I mess up though. Like, the only ever attack I get hit to on Armored Warrior is that attack specifically. Like, if I'm going to get hit to Armored Warrior, it is to that attack. It just has such a weird timing. Oh, well, I find the timing weird. Like, it's just so slow. Like, this is the weird thing with Armored Warrior. Like, if he starts with the attack I want, it's completely scripted. Like, if he starts with the attack I want, it's completely scripted. I will get it every time without fail. Then there's some other few attacks where it's like, it's not a complete script, but it's fine. Like, by the time he finishes his big combo, he'll be basically dead. And then there's like 1 or 2 openers, or like 1 or 2 attacks that I always mess up. Which is the one I messed up to last. Like, sort of like long horizontal slash from his left side. That for whatever reason, I always deflect way too early. Also, actually remember to pick up the Echo that time. Oh dear. I'm in a difficult situation right now. You know, it's between like the annoyance of like the annoyance of losing that run earlier, and the combination of that with not being able to make it like very far into the run. Like, those two things combined does complicate things, which might be why I'm fucking stuff up. So at this point, I just need to do a shit ton of runs. You know, I have all the strats I need. I just need to do as many runs as possible. And eventually they will all work. Wait, no. I just need one run where everything falls into place and that's it. Which, you know, that was kind of the run a few hours ago, but nonetheless. I mean, in fairness, that run wasn't actually great in terms of RNG. Like, sure, Al was the most cooperative I've ever seen him, but like, I fucked up the Genny dead angle. And like phase 1 Lady Butterfly was really rough. As was Demon phase 3. And I forgot to level the Divine Dragon attack power before doing double ape. And I'll think about it, there were a lot of things actually went wrong that run. Like, even though it made it all the way to Sword Saint, a lot of stuff went wrong. Well, what it does mean is we get another attempt at Gyobu. Oh boy. Attempt like 9 of the day or something. I'm not entirely sure what the snake just did there. It's supposed to attack to my right, and it didn't. Okay, another one. So at this point I'm basically done with Sekiro and Jam, just want to get the run finished. Like, great game. Never fucking planned on spending this long on it. Like, thank God that doesn't have a hitbox, holy shit. Like, I've spent 3 months trying to do 2 no-hit runs. Not the best. Do I think I'll ever do a casual playthrough of it again? I mean, it's a bit difficult for me to, because I've... You know, because I can no-hit the entire game, because I can do it Charmless, Demon Bell, normal, attack power 1, all of this stuff. And like, you know, I know where everything is in the game, so it's a bit difficult for me to play it casually. And so when I said I'm done with Sekiro, like, I'll definitely still play it again, you know, like, I'll definitely still do like the odd challenge run of it or something if I have an idea. But just in terms of like no hit and also wanting to take a long break from it. I'll be done in terms of no hit and just wanting to take a break for a while. I would definitely come back to it at some point for like a challenge run or something like that. And I guess at least after this week, I mean, like the good thing is after this week, whether I get the no hit or not, I have a week's break. Like, okay, if I don't get it, I still have to come back here, but if I get it or not, I have like a week's break from it. Like, I know there was that time... When was it? It was like a month ago? There's that time a month ago I took like a week's break from Sekiro to do other stuff. Like all bosses, to play Bloodborne, that sort of thing. And so I really enjoyed like taking that break, but I don't think that would work if I did it now because of how like close I am to this run. I don't think just taking like a voluntary break from Sekiro would help at this point. And I just kind of need to just keep like grinding out the category until I get it. Like, I'm at that stage now where no, I'm at the stage now where I just need to rack up attempt after attempt. And, you know, there's not much. like taking a break or something isn't really going to help with that. I just need to be doing a shit ton of runs. I'd say I will definitely obviously come back to it at some point in the future. Like, it's still an incredible game. And probably, you know, my favourite FromSoft game in terms of, like, challenge runs and speed runs. But, you know, it'll just be a bit of Burnout and nice to take a break from it. Come on. Okay, run into a wall. Thank you. There's one YouTuber who did Bloodborne Deathless and hasn't done an attempt in 3 months. Yeah, that's the sort of thing I don't think I could do. Like, I could definitely take a break from a challenge run, but I feel like if I took a break as long as that, then when I went back to it, it would effectively just be starting the challenge again. You know, like, unless you're still playing... Like, if that were me, unless I was still playing Bloodborne like pretty frequently, but just not doing that challenge, you know, just doing other stuff in Bloodborne. If I weren't doing that, then by the time I went back to that run, it would just be a complete new run, like starting over for me. Like, I would not remember anything. So I definitely couldn't leave something that long. So I can definitely take like couple week breaks from runs and still remember some stuff, but so for this one specifically, I just need to, you know, it's like 5 more days of just grinding out as much as I can and hoping I can get it in those 5 days. Okay, they have been playing like Souls-likes then, I guess. I haven't been playing that specific genre, but that's the thing. I think if that were me, I would need to like, so even if I were taking a break from, say, Bloodborne Deathless, I would still need to like be playing Bloodborne. Because I would just need to keep like the mechanics and combat and like fresh in my memory. And you know, and even if you were just doing like casual stuff of Bloodborne or like a challenge of Bloodborne, you'd still be fighting the bosses. You'd still be running through the areas. You know, you're still getting better even if you're not specifically doing that run. So that would also benefit you. I do kind of want to try a Deathless Bloodborne at some point because I've never done it. Or even just like go all out and try and no-hit with like any percent. Like the only thing with Bloodborne, like learning it, is save files. Because it's a PlayStation exclusive, like making saves and stuff is a bit annoying. I mean, I do have PS Plus, so I can make cloud saves, but like, making saves for PS exclusive is super rough. Well, at least on PC, there are a ton of like save organizers and things you can do, which also like, you know, format them really nicely, and you can just go to whatever save you need at a time for whatever game. Okay, and see, now we're caught up on the splits on the right. Now we're caught up at Genichiro. So I'm trying to think of how Bloodborne no-hit would work. I obviously I don't know enough about Bloodborne to be certain of this, but obviously with how like all the like limb breaking works in Bloodborne, for some of the larger bosses, I'm sure there's a way that you can just like constantly stagger them with limb breaks. Like you definitely could for One Reborn. But that's how I beat One Reborn in the no circle run, just with the constant limb breaking. I assume you could also do that for like Emilia. Then I've seen how they do. I've seen how they do no-hit Gascoigne. I haven't seen Rom. BSB you do with the like the cocktails. Like you throw a cocktail against the wall and then just wail on it. So I haven't seen Rom. I haven't seen Shadows. What else is there? Mikolas should just be the cheese I did in No Circle. And Wet Nurse I haven't seen. Yes, yeah, so a couple of fights don't actually know how you would do for no hit, or like the approach to them. I guess also in Bloodborne's case, some of the areas could be an issue. Like Nightmare of Mensis I can see being a potentially risky area, or obviously Yargul. See, maybe even Bergenworth to an extent, because of like having to get the key. So Bloodborne no-hit is something that I would possibly consider doing at some point. You know, maybe after another like 1 or 2 playthroughs of Bloodborne to get more comfortable with the mechanics and just to generally get better at the bosses. So I do also want to try Elden Ring and maybe even DS3, but I would probably pick Elden Ring first. Because I can't imagine Elden Ring no-hit being too difficult for me. You know, especially if I just looked up whatever like the meta route is. Now, especially if I just look up whatever the best route is or the most up-to-date, easy, quote-unquote easy route is and just follow that. I don't think I'd find it that difficult. My favourite thing about Elden Ring no-hit and I absolutely love this. My favourite thing about Elden Ring no-hit is that you have all of these incredible runners, all of these incredible speed runners, all of these incredible no-hit runners working on this game to like figure out strats and things. And even after 2 years of the game's release, it's been out 2 years with all these people working on it, even after that time, the best strat they have for dodging Elden Stars is to stagger Elden Beast at a specific time so that it never does the attack. I absolutely love that. The best strategy they have for Elden Stars is to make sure Elden Beast never does the attack. And honestly, it just goes to show how shit of a move it is. But I love that that's like the actual proper no-hit strategy. Like the proper strat for Elden Beast is to make sure it never does Elden Stars. So it shows how completely like random and just unavoidable it is. You know, it's just completely luck based as to whether or not you dodge it. It's such a funny thing that with even with all of those amazing runners working on it, that's the best they can think of. It's just hilarious. Yeah, I love that it's pretty much, if Elden Beast is able to do Elden Stars, you lose. It's just, oh sorry, that was a really good no-hit run, but it's over. I can't remember who it was. I watched... I mean, sort of, I was watching someone doing Elden Ring no-hit. This might have been over a year ago. But I remember they fought Elden Beast and... like, they killed Elden Beast, but it got Elden Stars off. So, like, Elden Beast was dead, but in the time between it dying and the game warping you to the end, Elden Stars caught up to them and hit them. And that counts, even though Elden Beast is dead, that counts as a hit, because you haven't finished the game. It must have been over a year ago, definitely, when I was watching that. Ain't no shot I have to practice Armored Warrior. I pressed L1. I definitely pressed L1. He also gave me the good attack. That's literally the best attack I can ask for. That is the complete script. That attack is the complete script. I could not ask for a better attack. So hello Klaus. On a night shift and it's not going well. It is not going well. I have done 5 attempts. All 5 of them have made it past Gyobu. 0 of them have made it to Screen Monkeys. All 5 attempts have gotten past Gyobu, none of them have gotten to Screen Monkeys. Yeah, that... how did I not do that? It definitely wasn't my controller, I think I just messed it up. I'm more just trying to understand how I messed it up, given that that's like the best attack I could possibly ask for. Oh dear. So I definitely think some of the I only have X more streams to do this is kind of getting to me. I definitely think that is kind of getting to me. Jeez, that's rough. I mean, hey, I'm off tomorrow, so we could still be going a while. Just stop giving me that attack now that I fucked it up. I know how to deal with this attack. Why didn't that kill? Weird. I mean... That seems like... This thing, like, part of me thinks it could be good to take, like, one day to calm down from this and just compose myself, and then part of me just wants to... And then the other part is like, I only have X days to do this, so I need to just rack up attempts. So it's difficult to tell, yeah. It's difficult to decide which one of those is better. So I'm probably just going to keep going as far into the night as I can. Like, seriously. Like, at some point it'll get late enough that I have to switch my mic off because everyone will be asleep, but I'll probably just keep going. Because I kind of feel like I just need to rack up attempts. Oh, hello again, Will. It's interesting. Let's put it that way. Let's put it that way. I have done 5 attempts this stream. All 5 attempts have made it past Gyobu. None of them have made it to Screen Monkeys. Every single attempt has died between Gyobu and Screen Monkeys. Two died to a jump to get the echoes on the way to Ball a jump that I've never failed in 3 years but failed twice tonight. One died to Ball, I think. And then the other... Oh no, 2 of them died to that jump, 2 of them died to Armored Warrior, and 1 of them died to an enemy just before Screen Monkeys. So yeah, 5 out of 5 past Gyobu, 0 out of 5 have made it to Screen Monkeys. I mean, say, it depends how far I go on for. Like, obviously, like, even if I finish this run right now, this would finish at, like, 1:45. So we'll see. So I don't know how long it'll take, but at some point the mic will go off as well. Yeah, I bet if I, like, turn the mic off, that'll be when I get the run. Just, like, the whisper screaming celebration. So that's the issue. I really want to do all bosses tomorrow, but I don't know if that'd be the right decision. Well, I mean, obviously, yeah, if I get the run today, then I can do all bosses tomorrow, but if I don't get the run today, I have to decide whether to still do all bosses or to scrap that for more attempts of this. And, like, that's the issue. Like, that wasn't even close. That wasn't even close. You've seen into the future, okay. Now I know that it's true. Agility has told us that it is true. But so I definitely think it's the whole I have X days to do this that's getting to me. And I'm making mistakes on, like, bosses and jumps that I've never, or, like, very, very rarely make mistakes on. Like, go back a couple months to those streams that would take me, like, an hour and a half to get a run past Gyobu. And now this stream, in 2.5 hours, I've gotten every single run past Gyobu. I haven't gotten to Screen Monkeys. I mean, okay, here's the breakdown. I have tonight, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday as like normal streams. If I'm desperate, there's Thursday. If I'm super desperate, there's potentially Sunday night without a mic and I just sleep on the plane. So... like, after this, there's 3 normal stream days left. Plus 2, depending on how desperate I am. No, we're flying Monday morning. The flight's at... I think it's at like 11:30 or something. Yeah, I'm off to Barbados for a week next Monday, which is where the whole like pressure of like I have like 4 days left to do this has come from. Trying to get it done before I go away. But just given I've spent 2 months on this one category, which is literally just purification with 2 more bosses. Oh, thank you, Klaus. I mean, I'm sure it would be great whether I get this or not, but I'd much rather not have to come back to this, like, after. Well, 6 out of 6 Gyobus. Let's see if this one makes it to Screen Monkeys. Let's see if this one actually gets to Screen Monkeys. The 2 more bosses aren't the problem. I mean... well... of the last 5 runs that have cleared Fountainhead, 4 of them have died to one of those 2 bosses. So... I would kind of disagree with that. The 5 most recent runs I've had get past Dragon, 4 of them have died to one of those 2. Because one of them died to Double Ape and then 3 of them died to Demon. Then it's only that one earlier today that got past both of them. Yeah, say the run today didn't die to either of them. It just died to something that should have been basically free. So I'm hoping Demon is sorted now. Like, now that I know all the various, like, super rare bullshit attacks it can do, and I'm expecting them. Like, now that I'm expecting those attacks, we should be better. That's in Purification was Butterfly. Like, Purification ending, it was always Butterfly. Then yeah, we had our instance with the fish for all memories. We've had many incidents with the fish for all memories. But like every single like random enemy spot I've been hitting, I've pretty much changed my route for it now. Like abandoned dungeons, Senpou, fish. Like there are probably some other places as well. Just about every like random enemy spot, Ashna Castle, I've changed like the route I do there. So we have seen a lot of changes. And yeah, sadly the place I'm going isn't the type of place that will just have Sekiro and like a stream setup lying around. I mean, I don't know anywhere like holiday-wise that would have that, but definitely not. Like, I can't imagine if I went to the hotel concierge and asked for a copy for like a PS4 and a copy of Sekiro that they'd be able to supply it. Why did I just jump? That one wasn't even bull. I just jumped for no reason. I say no reason, I pressed X, but it's like, why did I press X? Now this is where I need this is where I need FromSoft to make like a 3-day Sekiro port for the Switch. So I can just be like sat on the beach on the Switch. Just on Sekiro. Come on, FromSoft, make it happen. FromSoft and Activision Switch port. Releasing in 2 days' time. Honestly, that would probably happen before Bloodborne on PC. Like, Sekiro on Switch is probably more likely than Bloodborne on PC. Which I don't know whether I should be laughing or crying at that fact. I mean, yeah, Dark Souls Remastered is on Switch. I mean, I don't have it, and I'm assuming it's an absolute dogshit port, but it is on Switch. You know, given that the Switch can barely run Nintendo's own games at like 720p 30 FPS, I can't imagine Dark Souls being like running well, let alone something like Sekiro. Oh boy, I can't wait to play Sekiro on the Switch in 144p, like 15 FPS. Such high quality. La, 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 la. That very nearly hit me. I'm honestly surprised it didn't. Oh, what? He didn't even do it. Ganitro, fuck you. Fucking dick. Oh dear. Well, it's another one past Genichiro. It's our 4th run of the stream past Geni. And potentially we'll make it to Screen Monkeys, I don't fucking know. Well, we get another shot at Senpou. Whoopee. Love that this isn't even like the difficult part of Shura. Like, this isn't even gun fort. I wonder if it's worth like doing gun fort earlier to get it out of the way. The thing is, I don't know when I have enough skill points to get the thing I want. Like the skill I want that helps with it. Like if I had all the skills I want, I'd definitely feel like doing gun fort earlier just to get it done would help. It's definitely the most RNG part of the run. No, I know where it is. Shut up. Okay. The thing is, I literally feel like I'm going slower. I literally feel like I'm going slower to be more safe, and it's just not working. Yes, this skill here. That's the one I want to make sure I have to run through gun fort. Maybe I could get that instead of like the extra emblems here. Because I don't actually use emblems until Centipede, I don't think. So maybe I should get that instead of the extra emblems and just do gun fort right now. And then come back after Screen Monkeys for Centipede, once I have Mortal Draw. Because then I'd be doing it now instead of doing it after like 10 minutes of Senpou. Maybe that's a change I could make, I don't know. They just help trying to minimize time loss for resets. I mean, hey, time for another attempt at Senpou, so we'll see. We will see. I love how the part that's literally losing me runs is the bit that I haven't changed in ages. Like the bit that I've had like practice on the same strat for a long time, and that's the part that's losing runs. Okay, let's try this section for a fourth time. I think this is my fourth time on this bit now. Let's make sure I grapple down here instead of up top. Then I want that guy to drop down. I mean, at least this part has gotten more consistent. Or rather, like, less risk of dying. What are you doing? Why was he doing that on the wall? Okay, back to Armored Warrior. Here we go again. Thank you. He gave me the script and I didn't fuck it up. Just like last time he gave me the script, but I didn't actually screw it up this time. Thank God for that. Yeah, that's supposed to be Robert's dad. I don't actually know why he's there, but that's Robert's dad. Okay, time for new strat here. I haven't actually tested if I can do this or if it worked. I literally just watched a video of it and went, yeah, that will do. So I just watched a video of this and went, that works, sure, just go for it. It seems to work. On our 6th attempt of making it past Gyobu, we have made it to Screen Monkeys. I actually have made it to Screen Monkeys. Thank you. Come on. Yay! I can beat the easiest boss in the game. Holy fuck, it only took 2 hours 45. In 2 hours and 45 minutes, I have got Mortal Blade. And hopefully now we should be fine though, because normally you can sort of get into those situations of just like resetting to the same thing over and over again and you kind of like get trapped in that location. Now that I've gotten past it once, we should be okay. Shouldn't really be happening again. So yeah, we shouldn't get stuck in that kind of Gyobu to Screen Monkeys section again, hopefully. Now that I've broken out of it once. Okay, let's just hope Gunfort behaves. I say this is still like the most RNG heavy part of the run. I mean, obviously, other than boss fights, I should say. Because especially boss fights are also going to be RNG heavy. Want to know something funny? Go on. What have you / haven't you done? Well, we got over the bridge. Your dad looked at the screen when you were playing Genshin. Oh no. What exactly were you looking at? Oh no. What have you done? My dad doesn't even like look at my screen. Well, my dad bed even like comes into my room. He just kind of pops his head around the door. My mum actually like comes into my room, but my dad never really does. I say my dad just like doesn't bother to ask. My mum always like asks what I'm playing or what it's about and all this kind of stuff. My mum's always like, oh, is it like a like bang bang shoot kill type game with like blood and stuff? And it's like, I'm 21. Does it matter? Like, does it matter? And yeah, you probably did. Like she doesn't even knock. She just like opens my door and starts speaking immediately. Like doesn't knock or anything. Just like comes in here and just starts talking to me. Just basically, how quickly can I mute my mic? Like how quickly can I get to a spot where I can take my hand off the controller to mute my mic? Like, that's basically what it becomes. Like how quickly can I or like pause the game or something just so I can quickly mute my mic before? I mean, I did it pretty quickly, but not quickly enough. She's still got a couple words in. Like I did manage to mute like the rest of the conversation. Okay, Snake Eyes down. I think like part of me is like, I wouldn't have to deal with this if I live alone, and then the other part of me is like, yeah, but rent. Yeah, but rent and utilities. You know, like, it would be cool, yes, but you know, like the rent my parents charge me is a damn sight lower than it would be if I actually like lived by myself. So I'm gonna take the deal. I'm gonna take the deal. Okay, then there's the heavy coin purse I want to get here. So I want to get that. I mean, say it's also to do with like the area I live in, because obviously, like where I live, rent isn't exactly cheap. I do live near. Like there are a lot of students around here, which I guess kind of just makes rent higher because you can, you know, because students need somewhere to live, so you can just skyrocket rent to like bleed them all of any money they have. So rent around here kind of ends up being quite high. Well, I think the police have just figured out who to ask if anything ever happens to your parents, Marina. I think you've just given them a lead. Okay, get my snap and my ash. Are you kidding me? Well, here comes the fun. Oh boy. Just what I needed in this run. Problem solved. I mean, I haven't messed up 5 Ash in a while, so that was a bit rough. It also means I need to buy an extra confetti now. I guess I like never use confetti for Drunkard 2, so I can probably still get away with it. It's like now I think it's just like cheaper to live with your parents, especially for longer. Like it's just way more practical that way. Okay, so I'm going that way, which means I need to buy an extra 2 Echoes on the Fountainhead quest. One more? Yeah, one more. How good is this position for potential screams? I think it's okay. It's 1:45 in the UK, so it is getting pretty late. How? I would like to question that. Fuck you. Well, that was also the ballsiest ape I just did. Dude, fuck off there. How did I mess up that deflect of all things? God fucking damn it. How is that what I mess up? Hey Will, wanna know something painful that happened to me today? It was a funny joke. God damn it. How did I mess that up? Is that not the exact same thing he did before? How did I mess that up? Oh dear. Oh dear. Honestly, impressive how I can fuck this much stuff up. I'm honestly impressed. I might try. I'm gonna try one more to see what happens. I mean, it is 10 to midnight, but I'm gonna try one more. It's such a rough, like, set of attempts, though. Like, how did I get hit by that before? I guess I just need to back off. Yikes. I bet now that if I actually did get back to like Demon or Owl or something, I would just get hit because I haven't practiced them in, like, in between all of these. Yeah, I'm going to do one more run. One more attempt. Oh dear. Let's do one more. It should have been it earlier today. But I'm still mad that I managed to fail that. One more run today. It's always annoying when the runs where stuff like goes wrong and I have to fix it, like don't work out. Because like the Genicho Del angle went wrong, as did the Monk Death Blow. And I still like solved them. It's kind of a shame those sort of runs, like when they die. Because they're like the ones you actually like worked to keep going. And then you just throw them away on something dumb. Oh boy. Like this afternoon went so well. And then this evening just hasn't. Just hasn't. That's the thing, I'm sure if I like just after sleep or a break or like something, I would do better. But I definitely think that kind of stuff would help. So I think it's just like the annoyance more than anything of like losing runs, or like the runs not being as good as I want. I think it's that more than anything. But we will see. It's such a rough run to lose. Like when you spend almost 2 hours on, or when you spend almost like 2 months on an hour 45 like minute run, and then you lose it in the last 2 minutes. Like that was rough. I think the thing that hurt me more was the fact that then I just like fired up a save file for Sword Saint after that and just did it like 3 times in a row perfectly fine. I think that's the thing that annoyed me more. That as soon as I like loaded a save file, it was completely fine. Like, I've had to fight Sword Saint Ishin. Like this thing, I've had to fight Sword Saint Ishin in every no-hit run I've done of this game since like September 2022. It might even be September 2021, I can't remember exactly. But in every single no-hit run of this game since then, I've had to fight Sword Saint Ishin. And so fucking up that fight, like something like Demon is fine, so I've only been having to no-hit Demon for a couple months. Not even that. But messing up Sword Saint hurts. Like, Sword Saint is an annoying one to lose it to. Gachi Nako. I mean, not really, I would say. I wouldn't say I do, it's just... Okay. I'm hoping runs next time are going to be better. Or that I make fewer mistakes. Or fewer dumb mistakes, I should say. But obviously, like, mistakes are fine. Well, I'm okay with like losing a run if it's to something that I actually like don't know or didn't know how to deal with. But stuff like the Armored Warriors shit or the jump after Gyobu that I've like fucked up this evening really annoy me. Because those are the sorts of things that I should not be like failing. Like the only time I'm okay with failing Armored Warrior is if it does the very specific attack that I just cannot deal with. And anything else I should be fine with. Well, let's see if we can at least go 7 for 7 on Gyobu this evening. and like 12 out of 12 today or some shit. Let's at least see. I do not like that attack. I think all I can do now is just try and get attempts and not make the same mistakes. Which is easier said than done, but... But yeah, Gyobu's 7 for 7. Of course he is. Of course he is. God fucking damn it. That's the only thing. I'm not like losing runs to Gyobu anymore. And then, but I'm still not getting very far. Like, that's the annoying part. How does that guy not hit me? I am never going to understand how that does not hit me. So I have time to get it done. I do have time to get it done. I mean, I think Demon's always going to be rough. There's no changing that. Demon is always going to be super risky. Yeah, like there is a skill you can get that extends the length of buffs, but it's just not worth it. It's too many skill points. I would have to like not get other skills in order to get it. And it's not like a super meaningful buff. It would extend the length of echoes from 30 seconds to 45. It's like, sure, it would help, but it would also mean running through a cave that has a potential risk of getting hit. That's it. I mean, every fight obviously has to be perfect, pretty much, but doing a fight that long without making a mistake is rough. Like going that long with like full focus in a fight without making an error. What are you doing? There's no chance this hits a wall. Oh, thank you. And like some of the attacks Demon has are quite sketchy. Like most of them are pretty like perfectly manageable, but there are some sketchy ones. And they're also like pretty common attacks. Again, like while I know exactly how to dodge them, they're still like difficult dodges. And just the fact that they're like super common attacks. You know, it's not like, oh, you just need to be prepared for this one like super rare one in case he chooses to do it. That they happen all the time, and dodging them every single time is a bit rough. Because like even now I do still mess up those dodges in particular. Like for that particular attack. Oh boy. Honestly, like that little practice session we did earlier, and plus actually being able to get a demon in a run, I do think helps the confidence. No, the little practice session plus the fact that obviously even though the run wasn't a no-hit, we actually did get past demon. So he broke that streak of like losing 3 runs to demon in a row. Or like the 3 runs that made it to demon, losing all of them. So like maybe after that it'll get a bit better. Yeah, it's still such a rough fight. Like obviously I could do it with more attack power, but like in theory I could fight Sword Saint before Demon to get 1 more attack power. And it would get Sword Saint out of the way. I don't know, I like fighting the final boss last. But is it the best thing for the run? And that's the difficult part. Like, is it actually best for the run to do Sword Saint last? Or should I be doing like Sword Saint after Headless Ape, then doing Hirata, and then finishing with Demon of Hatred, you know? Like in terms of attack power, would that be best? But in terms of nerves, is finishing the run with Demon of Hatred the best idea? You know? It's trying to balance that sort of thing. With like nerves versus just like the actual fact of what is best for the run. Let's say if I could say with like absolute certainty there are no nerves this run, every single fight is just like practice. Nerves are never going to be a factor, right? If I could just say that, then the final order would be Headless Ape, Sword Saint Ishin, Lady Butterfly, Father Owl, Demon of Hatred. Like, if I could say that nerves would never be an issue, then ending with Demon of Hatred would by far be the best choice. Where I have the most attack power. While still also, you know, getting that extra fight in with Sword Saint so that I have enough attack power for Lady Butterfly for the Phase 2 strat. But sadly nerves are a thing, which means that ending with Demon kind of just feels like a death sentence. It's like, it's difficult to work this sort of stuff out. I'd say in an ideal world, I think I would swap the positions of Demon and Sword Saint. Okay, back to Senpou again. Oh wait, should I be doing... Okay, no, you know what? I'm actually going to do it this way round. I'm actually going to do it this way round. I'm going to get this now. And I'm going to go and do the run through Gunfort now. I wonder if this is better. I don't have run and slides, but I don't think that should be an issue. I'm going to try doing the run through Gunfort now. It loses less time if I get hit. I don't see how run and slide would affect detection. No, good night, Marina. Yeah, it is 1:15 where you are, so have a nice sleep. Yeah, so I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. If I don't get this on this run, honestly, it might just have to be more of this. If I don't get it this run. If I do get it this run, you will definitely know about it, is all I'll say. Yeah, good night. I'd say it's midnight here, so not exactly early. Okay, let's just do this now. Let's just do this now. And hope I don't get shot. Oh, I made it across the bridge somehow. I honestly think doing Gunfort then is probably the best idea. Because I'm far more likely to get hit in Gunfort than Senpou. So I think doing it then is smarter. As I said, it loses less time if I get hit. And then I just want to make sure I come back here once I have the attack power Mortal Blade. So just grab this idol. So grab this idol and then we'll go and do Senpou. I think I'm going to do that from now on. Do it that way round. I'm just doing Gunfort first. Okay, let's hope the Senpou strats don't fail me this time. Actually, I guess they didn't fail me last time, but you know what I mean. Let's hope I don't fuck up Armored Warrior. I'm definitely also just starting to get tired, which doesn't help either. Far from ideal. Yeah, I'm definitely getting tired now. Which probably isn't going to help when it comes to playing a game that relies on like accuracy and reaction time. Probably not the best move. If I can just get like this run to Fountainhead, I'll be happy. You know, like get another run to Fountainhead. Just try. Because our last one made it to 8, so... Oh, and scrap iron. That saves 150 sen. Because that's what I need to upgrade the shuriken. So it means I don't need to spend any on it, because I also get the 2 near Kotaro, whatever his name is, in Senpou. Okay, last attempt of the day at Armoured Warrior. Okay, we're fine. We are fine. Oh dear. At least we are getting more and more consistent. Like, obviously a lot of these runs this stream died in like Senpou, but as I keep saying, our average run is getting further and further into the game. So it's just a matter of time. Our average run is now making it to like Centipede or something, or like in Senpou. Compared to before, where go back a month and a half and it's, you know, we're lucky to get past Bull. Screen Monkeys should be fine, and then we've already done Gone For It, luckily. Because we made that decision to do it before. Which means we should be able to go straight to Centipede. Dude, you better actually jump down here and not troll me. Okay, thank you. Okay, and that's Screen Monkeys. So yes, we get Mortal Draw and then immediately go to Centipede. No gun fort required. So put that on and that. And then I get these 3 now. And that's the same number of skills. So yes, I just swapped around 2 of the skills. Because the suppressed presence is helpful for gun fort. Definitely more helpful than an extra emblem. And then straight through Centipede. Okay. So I do definitely feel like another like 1 or 2 runs to make it into Fountainhead like will be it. Like the next 1 or 2 runs to make Fountainhead I think will go all the way. Because that's kind of like the marker for us, I guess you could say. Of like what is a good run or what is a potential like success. Like making it to Fountainhead. You know, that's when it's like, okay, this is a good run. This could go all the way. I'd say it's been at least 5 runs to Fountainhead since I didn't also make it through Fountainhead. It's probably more like 6 or 7. So we've also like had that solved pretty much recently. Dude, I wish there were a way to stop this sniper aggroing. But it just always seems a bit sketchy because of that bullet. I'm assuming there probably is a way to stop them aggroing. I don't know if there's a way with the mortal draws. Yeah, it just always feels a bit sketchy when, you know, having to spot dodge the bullet. Okay, quickly deal with Miss Noble. Hopefully we won't mess up the monk strat again. I really do not feel like fighting a fake monk again. And like having to salvage it. So I don't know why, I swear fake monk is slower than true monk. I feel like the timings for the attacks are different. And it throws me off. It definitely throws me off. I don't know if they actually are slower, but they just feel it to me. Okay, please, I don't think I'm awake enough to actually fight Fake Monk normally right now. Especially since I don't normally fight it. How am I fucking this up? Oh god, I can't even... See, this is what I mean, I can't even do the jump anymore. I wasted 5 ashes and I can't even do the jump anymore. This is what I mean, I'm completely out of it. Yeah. I'm completely out of it. I need to go and practice that. I need to give that a bit of practice before tomorrow. Well, looks like we're doing this tomorrow instead of all bosses, so we can't fucking wait. Anyway, yeah, it's midnight, so I'm gonna head off now. So thank you all for watching and take care. God fucking damn it.